Hello, tinkerers or engineers and engineers. This is ChrisDash. Welcome back to the Steamworks. Hope that everybody's having a great day. A great week. So far, we've made it halfway through the week. We're halfway there. Yeah, and for whatever reason, my stomach's still bugging me a little bit. There we go. Excuse me. I had a little bit of a in my throat burp there. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. Like I said, I, for whatever reason, have no energy right now, but that's okay. That happens. I'm going to move forward and make sure that, we still play the game. What was I going to say? Oh, my birthday's next month. Yay! I'm debating whether or not to do something special, if I'm going to do some sort of extended thing for, like if I want to do a several day thing, not streaming straight through several days, obviously, but like several longer streams on several days in a row. If I want to do a charity thing, if I want, like just basically how I want to go about taking care of things and making sure that we're doing something special to celebrate my birthday. Now, that does not mean anticipating receiving anything from anybody. So don't think I'm going to be there like, it's my birthday, give me money. Don't do that. Or to those of you out there, don't that are streamers, don't ask people for money unless it's for a charitable cause. Although if you want to give me money, I mean, all money does go directly back into making the Steamworks a better place, and I also, anything that's a direct donation, I donate 10% of that to Food for the Poor, which is a highly rated charity that helps to feed the hungry and all of that. So anyway, moving on. Why don't we get back into the X-Files? Let me get my Windows 95 computer booted up. There we go. Windows 95 booted. No, it's not quite booted. There we go. Now it's booted. While we're here, just a couple of interesting facts about Windows 95. Windows 95 was not technically a true... Well, actually, it was. Windows 3.1 was not technically a true operating system. It was a GUI. And actually, yes, technically Windows 95 and 98 were graphical user interfaces built upon DOS. It wasn't until... Was it XP or Vista that DOS was actually kind of just turned into this command prompt module that didn't quite do the same thing. Obviously, Windows 95 started off creating this thing called the Start menu, and Windows 95 included, some game accessories, which it doesn't have here. It had the sound recorder, volume control, and media player. It also had some basic games. It did have internet tools, but as you can see, it's relegated to dial-up internet. And yeah, that's Windows 95 in a heartbeat, in a top-down view. People forget how revolutionary this was because it made it so easy to access and to run applications, which people didn't understand. And here's all the services. So we had CompuServe, doesn't exist anymore. AT&T WorldNet sign up. WorldNet does not exist anymore, but of course AT&T does, I believe. Maybe they don't. I don't know. And AOL, obviously, were all the internet services at the time. All right, we're done with our history and educational lesson for now until we come up against something in the X-Files that merits some educational content. All right, I double-clicked on it. Thank you. It's taking its time today. There we go. Oh. Would help if I turned up the sound. Alright, so let's load this thing. Let's load our save. I have some stuff that I have to do in my apartment now that I've been chewed out by Astrodorium. Spooky music is spooky. Alright, you can ease up, Mark Snow. Alright, first thing first. I'm gonna jump on the computer and get those prints analyzed. Really? There we go. Alright, so first thing, let's go to email. We got these fingerprints. And I'm going to search. Nothing. Let's search the FBI. So yesterday, if you weren't here, we discovered that my partner at the FBI is definitely a scumbag. And he didn't tell the police that we were going on this raid. What? Restricted government military data? Lame. Okay. Fine. Fine. Be restricted. Just fine. Be that way. All right. Let's clear this. Let's get out of here. Let's listen to our phone message.
Okay, the support check is late again. That's 3 months in a row. Look, you promised you'd get it together. I'm sick of this.
Uh-oh.
Just do it, okay?
Agent Wilmore, we must meet right away. Your actions are endangering the lives of Mulder and Scully. They are alive,
So
but they won't be for much longer unless you act
this character's
quickly.
name is X.
This has nothing to do with Russian smugglers. Sandpoint, Hangar 4, Dawn. Come alone, or I won't show up.
So, X is the character that replaces Deep Throat. So, spoiler alert for those of you that don't watch X-Files or haven't watched X-Files, in season 1 of X-Files, Mulder kind of had this inside plant in the deep state government who knew what was going on and whose name was Deep Throat. Now, I don't know what his real name is, but I do know that he worked with Mulder's father and the chain smoking man or cigarette smoking man, cancer man, whatever you want to call him, William B. Davis. So, which isn't which isn't the character's name. The character's name, I believe, is something Spender. I don't remember if it's William Spender. No, Fox's father was William, or no, Dana's father was William. I can't remember. Anyway, regardless, Fox's father was part of the conspiracy, as was Deep Throat, as was the cigarette smoking man. X is somebody else. I think X worked for the shadow government, but he was much more careful and cautious. He didn't want to get caught. He wasn't as obvious in his moves and would only give small pieces of information because he didn't want to die. Of course, eventually he does die, but that's just some background on X. In the meantime, let me check my PDA and look at my notes. Let's look at all the notes. Oh, it's saying I should go to the bedroom first and then read my notes. Turn right. Go in. Poor Astrodorian, though. I didn't know my partner wasn't going to tell her about the thing. He was supposed to, the jerk. Wonder what happened with computer crimes. Just making sure we look through all the notes. all the notes. There are a lot of notes. Wow. Dargon! So, just to let you know, this is like the first. So, it is the Newton MessagePad 2000. This is the first Apple tablet product long before the advent of the iPad and the iPod and all of that. Oh wait, I never searched the databases for these. 1121. Let me write these down because I need to search the database for those. And 82434. Sounds like railroad number. That's what I'm guessing. Or rural route. Oh, rural route number. Maybe 1121 and okay. There we go. Payrolls. Military. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, I see. Yep, rural route 1121. I'm making a connection, so I need to check rural route 82434 and see what's going on there. I'm just checking something. Okay, so wow, there are a lot of notes here. I was told to go through all of this stuff. Okay, so let me go back. I want to look up rural route. I mean, I do need to go to sleep for the day in the game, I mean. No, I don't need to go to the kitchen. I need to go to my office. So let's look up this address. Nope, this way. Intelligence Network Gateway. Alright, let's search RR. Maybe I need to put the number sign? No. Hey, Sudden Warrior, great to have you. Hang on. World route number 82434. We'll search the citizen. We'll search FBI. Government military. Yep, didn't show anything. You can't search for an address in this system. My notes were like, oh, I should check that in the computer. So I check it in the computer and it's... Alright, turn to the right. I'm going to bed and then I'm going to save. Creepy. So what's going on, Sudden Warrior? How you doing today? stop. I want to turn left. It'd be interesting to see if this game could be upscaled to HD. Could you imagine if we could upscale the video to HD and all the background graphics? It'd be pretty cool. Alright, so we're still on disc 5 at this point. Or we're going into disc 5 at this point. I'm going to save because I'm not stupid. I have an unhealthy fear of, or rather I have a healthy fear of death. You're good, I'm glad to hear that. I'm as if I'm cute. Tired. We're halfway through the week though. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. I'm intentionally breaking it up a little bit so maybe I don't get flagged for copyright for singing for less than 10 seconds. We're returning. I'm going to grab the PDA. And we're going to go to this. What's it called? No, not the Terracan. Sandpoint Hangar 4. Okay. Here we are at creepy Sandpoint Hangar 4. Seems like this location has been used in movies and TV shows before. It just seems that way. Okay. Oh, I have to turn 3 times to the right. Okay. So there's a door on the left, and there's a door on the right. I guess we'll go door number 1 here. There we go. This would be amazing if we could neural net or neural oh, here we go.
I'm so glad to see that you took my advice and came along. Perhaps you're not as inept as I had thought. We have very little time, so I want you to listen to me carefully. The most important thing is that you cannot tell anyone that I was here or that we spoke. No one in the Bureau. Not Cook, not Shanks, nor that Seattle police detective you've been teamed up with. Do you understand me? I need your word on this, Agent Wilmore.
Oh.
Or I won't help you.
Okay. I'm just gonna say you have my word. I will trust you.
You have my word.
Good. Listen very carefully to what I have to tell you.
Okay.
Lives are at stake.
Those intense eyes, man.
Including your own. Mulder and Scully are still alive.
So you said.
But they won't be much longer if you don't do something about it. Scully and Mulder are not together. You need to find the Jane Doe that was checked into the Presbyterian Hospital in Gold Bar 3 days ago. She's about to be released. This has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with smuggled Soviet plutonium.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't.
I've had a feeling that was the case.
Listen to me. If you're going to help Scully and Mulder, you're going to need something more than a gun.
The weapon. Hey, I'm on Alana.
I'm going to loan it to you for a short time. Because without it, there's no way that you could survive.
Oh.
The man that Mulder and Scully were looking for and the man that you need to find if you're going to save them can only be killed by inserting this blade into the base of his neck.
Okay. I'm just going to say, who is he?
Who is he?
This man is not what he seems. If the injury is not precise, he will kill you. Do not try firing a gun. Don't attempt to do anything except to use this. If anyone discovers that you have it, you're a dead man.
Ooh. Oh, that's a throwback to an episode, but I don't know if that episode had aired yet by this time. So, here's the deal. There's an episode.
Don't forget the Jane Doe at Gold Bar.
No, I won't. But there's an episode where it's Charles Nelson Riley as a writer, and he's writing the story of these people talking about their UFO encounters and FBI agents and all sorts of stuff. And Alex Trebek and Jesse Ventura are both in the episode, and they both say the line to people, "You're a dead if you do, you're a dead man." Actually, and Fox Mulder says, "If you do, you're a dead man" as well. So it's pretty funny. The device that was given to me, a little bit of X-File lore or history, the device that's given to me is the only way to kill certain types of aliens, specifically the assassin types of aliens. It is the only way to kill them. It does have to be used in the back of the neck. Shooting them with a gun at all, or even shooting them in the back of the neck, will not kill them. In fact, they will bleed this green blood that is harmful to human beings, and it will basically either cause you to die or cause you to at least collapse in pain. Alright, I'm going to turn around and we're going to see what is going on.
Whoa, take it easy, it's me.
I can see that.
What is Astro Dorian doing here?
You get grumpy when your ass is run ragged, don't you?
What are you doing here?
Are you kidding? After that phone message, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you better be careful or you may run your ass ragged.
I wouldn't mind that. It was kind of cute.
Oh.
Cute. Precious springs to mind.
So, we kind of have a lot to talk about, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. But first, Jane Doe and Gold Bar.
Alright. Alright, fine. Gold Bar. And we'll go to the hospital, and then I'm gonna save. Newton. Presbyterian Hospital.
Hello. May I ask your business?
Yeah. Can I show you my badge? Like, I love how it's asking. Here, let me just show you my badge. Alright, and now I'll talk to you. Right. And let's see. We're looking for Dana Scully.
We're looking for Dana Scully.
And who?
I'm with the FBI. And I showed you my badge already.
May I see some identification?
I already showed you my identification.
Yes. Do you recall the name of her immediate superior? I need to phone him and I've misplaced his...
Yeah, his name is Walter Skinner.
Walter Skinner.
This is her room behind...
Okay, how was her wound?
How was...
And healing. It was mostly superficial. As to her other condition, I have no idea how to account for it.
Oh, the other condition. Yeah, what other condition?
What a...
I haven't been able to diagnose it yet, so I've been treating the symptoms. Lethargy, nausea, extreme listlessness, dehydration, memory.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is when she was having cancer. Hi, Amanalana. Yes, I did not shoot any more Russians. No more Russians. Yet.
Is she ready to leave?
Oh, I wouldn't think so. Moving wouldn't be life-threatening, but she might not find it very pleasant.
Yeah, you think?
Has anyone else come to...
Oh, no, thank God you're the first.
How did she get here?
She was brought in.
By whom?
This is what used to be called a sanitarium, Detective. We're not bound by the same strictures as a conventional hospital.
Oh,
nor would we
really?
follow them. We pride ourselves on discretion for the patients, the better they can heal.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm gonna save. Because I was told to save. All right. So far, all right. So just to catch you up on the plot, for those of you that weren't here for the entire stream, talk to X, and I also gave some background information on X, who is the person who carried on the good work of Deep Throat after Deep Throat was assassinated in season 1. Deep Throat was the one that said, "Trust no one." So, as he died. So, he gave us the device that will allow me to kill an alien assassin. And, yeah. I'm gonna walk past you now. Hello.
Are you Dana Scully?
Who are you?
Okay.
Assistant Director Skinner asked us to look for you.
I didn't know I was lost.
Yes, you were.
Who are you?
Wow, her responses.
Agent Wilmore.
How do I know I can trust you? Who told you I was here?
Black man?
Black man.
What black man?
I don't know.
His name. Ridiculous. You better explain yourself or I'm calling for help. Who sent you here?
Oh my gosh.
Don't move.
I'm not gonna move. Really?
I really can't believe I'm having to do this. After 5 years at the Bureau, you should know better. I need your badge and gun.
Okay. So, evidently, let me load my save. Something went wrong there. Hey, Skinner plays both sides. Trust no one, especially Skinner. Skinner plays both sides. All right, so let me try that scene again.
Are you Dana Scully?
Who are you?
Assistant Director Skinner asked us to look for you.
I didn't know I was lost.
You were.
Who are you?
Agent Wilmore.
How do I know I can trust you? Who told you I was here?
A black man.
What black man? We don't know his name. That's ridiculous. You better explain yourself or I'm calling for help. Who sent you?
Here, I'm showing you the...
He gave me this.
All right.
Okay.
He told me I couldn't tell anyone about it.
Let's talk.
Oh, she knows. She knows about the thing. Okay, I'm gonna show her the photo.
Is this the man who shot you?
No. I've never seen him before.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with the items at the top.
What is this used for?
You shouldn't show that quite so openly. I don't know what it's used for. Perhaps Mulder can tell you.
Where does the Terracon fit into all this?
Yeah.
Well, one way or another, they were involved in smuggling. I think that's a given.
Yes.
I think that there was an accident at sea involving plutonium, and Mulder thinks that they were somehow killed by an EBE. EBE?
Extraterrestrial biological
entity.
entity. Oh!
What happened in the warehouse?
Mulder and I observed some suspicious traffic in and out of the warehouse. We went in to investigate. We were attacked by a number of armed men. I was shot. There was an odd light Mulder carried me out of the warehouse. I blacked out, and I woke up here.
So she's still using her science mind. There was an odd light. She didn't speculate.
What did your autopsy on the crewman reveal?
The crew had all been exposed to levels of radiation consistent with a large-scale nuclear blast. Now, clearly that didn't happen, but Mulder took that as proof that a UFO had landed in the area.
Oh, of course.
And that an alien life form aboard the craft had irradiated the Terracon crew.
I take it you don't subscribe to that theory?
There is always an alternate explanation.
Of course there is. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Very weak. But actually, I feel a lot better than I did when I first came in here.
Well, that's good. Could you have radiation poisoning?
Could you have radiation poisoning?
God, I hope not. But I suppose the symptoms do line up.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where Mulder is?
I have no idea, but we need to find him.
Okay.
I'm afraid that's all I have to offer. What can you two tell me?
Well,
Here's my
there have been other
information.
burn victims.
I hope that doesn't mean that plutonium was being transported.
There's an unidentified man involved. We encountered him at the burn site and then later again at the hauling yard.
We found a connection between the warehouse and the hauling yard. It's a trucking outfit in Charno, Gordon's Hauling. They've made numerous deliveries between the warehouse and a rural route that we haven't had a chance to investigate.
Seems to me that we need to find the identity of the man from the hauling yard, and that you two need to pay a visit to the rural route address.
What are you gonna do?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is get in touch with Assistant Director Skinner, and then I'm going to check out of here. I can meet up with you two later at your field office, but I think that we have to hurry. Agent Mulder may be running out of time, and if the smugglers do have him held hostage, they have little incentive to keep him alive.
Dun dun dun. Okay. So we made it through that scene, and it was spectacularly acted. Thank you very much, Gillian Anderson. Well done. That was a good scene. I will say that this, unlike a lot of full-motion video games, this game, the acting and everything, like it's been pointed out, comes across very, very well. I will say that there are a lot of projects out there, and I joined a Discord actually the other day to try to upscale games to HD, mostly working with textures, but it would be really, really cool to get the videos out of this game and to upscale them, just for the video's sake, and to clean up the audio, which would be a little bit difficult because you're working with a very, very compressed audio source. Okay, so let us go to Rural Route 1121.
That little PDA of yours was right. I'm impressed.
Hey, I'm not afraid of technology.
What is it that we're looking for again?
Rear quarter panel from a 64 Dodge Dart.
Something with the number 82434 on it, right?
That's the idea. Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Joy. I see a random pole right here. I'm gonna walk to the random pole. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's climb the pole. There we go. Where are my binoculars? I'm looking. I know they're around here somewhere. I can't tell if that's it. There's the boxcar. I can't tell if that's the right one. There's a burned out one. So I'm guessing this is the boxcar. Because there's no other stuff here. So let's see if I saw it. I think I saw it. Climbing back down. Oh, no, I had to get to the top and then turn around. Darn it. Now I gotta go back up. I didn't realize you could turn around. Hang on. Sorry, lady. I gotta leave you there. Let me go back up. Didn't think that you could turn around on a pole. Safely, anyway. That could really be taken out of context. Anyway. So let's turn this way. Now, let me get my binoculars. There we go. Now I saw it. I wonder if this is one of those special railway cars. So let me explain. I don't think so because it doesn't have the hatch on the top. But just keep in mind, the X-Files is no stranger to boxcars that have strange stuff in them, including alien autopsies and other such things, especially in the later seasons. These boxcars are moved kind of at random, dropped off at random railroad yards, and then picked up later by a different train. Of course, there are all sorts of sketchy things that happen in these boxcars over time, and including fight scenes and also including, like I said, alien autopsies, abductions, and all sorts of other fun stuff. Just letting you know some history there. So this is not the first boxcar incident. Let's chat, Astrodorian.
Whose theory do you believe, Mulder's or Scully's?
You're not serious.
Sure.
I can't believe the federal government pays Agent Mulder to run around pursuing that kind of nonsense.
Hey.
EBEs? That's ridiculous.
It could be a thing. I believe there has to be other life out there. I mean, our universe is too big just for us, but at the same time, the question is, if you were an intelligent life form, let's be honest here, if you were an intelligent life form and you looked down at our planet and you saw the shenanigans going on and you saw what goes on in the media and you somehow tapped into our internet and just spent one day reading Twitter, you'd be like, no, I'm done. No, I'm not dealing with these people. They're nuts. Not to mention, of course, the prime directive as indicated in Star Trek, which is that, you know, if they were a sufficiently advanced society, they would not want to directly interfere with our society because it would change the course of our history.
What could they use this place for?
Are you kidding? I'm surprised their operation is this big. The thought of plutonium traveling all over the country via rail is pretty terrifying.
Especially considering Amtrak's record.
Yeah.
Oh.
The shard is deserted. These boxcars haven't been used in years.
Yeah. If I was an alien and saw our planet, I would probably do small things to mess with people. That's great, Amanalana. Yeah, you know. Let's see what these humans can do. So we're going to go right. Forward. Right. Front. Look at the cars.
This car's been burned.
Da da da. Of course it has. Let's go on inside. What do you think? Shall we? Oh, yeah, that couldn't possibly be hazardous.
This fire is recent.
Yeah, that couldn't possibly be hazardous. And
This
there's
looks like an operating
there's
room of
the
some
operating
kind.
room like we've talked about. That doesn't look sketchy at all. Nope, not sketchy at all. Nope, not at all. Let me see. Can I use my evidence kit? Nope, I can't. You only could use the evidence kit in that one scene in the beginning. I would like to leave. Okay, thank you. Can we go? All right. I guess we can't go. I already looked at that. Oh. Yeah, I would like to thank you. Leave. She's just like standing in front of me. Okay, I found somebody at random.
Hey!
Hey!
I didn't do nothing.
Nobody said that you did. We just want to talk to you.
Okay, sketchy homeless man. Alright. No, I don't want to use the evidence kit on him. I just want to talk to him.
Sure, I'll take that.
I'm sure you would. I've seen this guy in something. I don't know what, but...
Is this your home?
Home is where the heart is, near or far away.
This guy is
That was
awesome.
informative.
This is awesome.
See anything strange around here?
If there's something strange...
It's just the two of you. And the birds, of course.
He's a nut.
Oh my gosh.
What's this place used for?
Well, Don, the Boy Scouts conduct covert operations out here.
You seen any men in suits or uniforms running around?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, ask Jane. I'm besieged by sniveling toadies trying to cheat me out of my sugar fortune.
Okay.
There's been a fire in a boxcar back there. You know anything about that?
Sure, Don, I saw the guys who set it.
What did they look like?
Bloodless yuppies in cheap suits. Two of them. They
Ooh.
backed that car up here yesterday and set fire to it in my own backyard. Can you believe that?
Poor guy.
I have some stuff, Don. Got it out of that burnt car. You may want it.
What kind of stuff?
What? From the boxcar?
Yeah.
The boxcar.
You tell me, Don. What kind of stuff do I have?
I don't know. Let me just see something here. Okay. Scroll through the sections. There's... Oh, there we go.
Photographs.
Photos? I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. You're in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Moving pictures.
Yes. And no.
This guy is... there.
Videotape?
Yes, sir. We have a winner. Videotape it is. Congratulations. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Mini tape.
$10.
$10. I'll take it. I'll take evidence for $10. Oh, he doesn't have any money on him.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks.
I'll take it. Sweet. Now, keep in mind, that's not a standard VHS tape. But in the instructions here, it says to put the video into the VCR at the field office. Okay. Wow, it's 6:15 already. All right, so we're going to go back. Yeah, he was a good man. He was a good man.
You have mail.
That's nice. I don't care. I'm going to go back to the field office. If I can find the stinking field office. Okay. Okay, it brings me automatically to my desk to take a look at this.
Put it in.
Put it in where? Like, there's... Alright, hang on. Alright, hang on. I've got to get up. No. It says there's a screen to the right of the computer, but like, there's no screen to the right of the computer. Like, what? Put the video into the VCR just to screen right of the computer. What? That makes no sense. This is not written very well. Alright, I'm trying to remember what day this is now. Okay, yeah. Put the... oh. I see, hang on. Tape goes in here.
What's up?
Oh, great.
Mark Cook, Mary Asadorian, Mark Cook.
Nice to meet you.
Why does Cook have to be here? Darn it all. Yeah, here we go. This is the surgery. I told you. This is actually a pretty interesting video. There's the creepy guy.
Okay, somebody's obviously cutting on something. What do these clandestine medical experiments have to do with Russian smugglers?
Yeah, and if this guy's a surgeon, what was he looking for at Gordon's Hauling?
And what was that experiment being performed?
I don't know. Whatever it was, the patient didn't look human.
Is there any way to ID the good doctor there?
Yeah, all you gotta do is take a frame of the video and match it against the databases. It can definitely be done.
Okay, so let's do it.
Capture. Alright, so let's see which database he's gonna be in. Let's search. He's not a citizen. Cook accidentally shoots the VCR. I could see that happening. Nope. Let's go to government and military. How much you willing to bet? Yeah. He's a surgeon, graduate, military surgeon schooling, graduate of University of Rochester, marital status divorce. Note, national security ordered censorship of some information concerning this subject prevents disclosure of all pertinent information requested unless the recipient has proper clearance level D4 and above. His duties deleted. Promoted. Staff, his duties include deleted and deleted. You know what? You could at least say redacted instead of deleted. Pakistan. Wow. Operation Black Cloak classified. Deleted. Wow. Okay.
Bingo. Okay, what do we have here? Dr. Jonathan Rausch.
What's him, all right? Wow. Military, huh?
Yeah, looks that way.
What's that?
Someone's trying to establish a video conferencing link.
Oh, what the hell. Never really tried to use this thing before.
Let's connect.
Agent Wilmore?
It's the lone gunman.
We're in the right place.
Sweet. The lone gunman. Yeah, Byers, Frohicke, and Langley. I love these guys.
Who are you?
Friends of Agent Scully.
Some of us are more than just friends.
She asked us to contact
Yeah,
you.
okay. How'd you get this address?
How did you get this address?
Well, we assumed you had the standard issue bureau box on your desktop. And all those are equipped for full duplex video conferencing, though nobody ever uses it. So we just looked you up in the Peekaboo White Pages, which list the DNS entry and IP address of every
There we
Peekaboo
go.
machine in the country.
Thank
Pretty
you.
straightforward, really. You want Janet Reno's number?
No, I'll pass, thanks.
Do you want Janet?
Are you sure? She keeps the computer in the bedroom.
Oh, no. No.
What do you want?
Agent Scully contacted us with information about the case you're working on.
Now, based on what Dana told us, we believe that there's a top-secret facility in Alaska involved.
Okay, tell me about Alaska.
Okay, what's the big deal about Alaska?
Well, this facility is used as a nexus point for most of the government's West Coast boxcar work. If
Yep.
this is true, Mulder's in incredible danger.
This facility was built in the early 60s. We think they chose Alaska so they can use the Aurora Borealis to hide UFO traffic into and out of the base. We also think an alien craft recovered in the Pacific is stored there.
The Lone Gunman was an interesting series, but it was ended very suddenly and not in a very satisfying way. Also, something I want to point out just before we go back to this video of them, you'll notice that there are two monitors on the left-hand side between, what's his name, Byers and Frohicke. You'll notice that they are green. What I am guessing here, and this is just my guess, is that they forgot to chroma key the content of those monitors in. So watch.
What's boxcar work?
One of the
See?
great unspoken peace dividends. The government has a massive
That's just
network
green
of
paper.
rail cars, which they can use as mobile
But this one
surgical
has
theaters, autopsy
video.
rooms, and quarantine facilities.
These boxcars have a twofold purpose.
They allow the government to quickly pick up and transport stray EBEs, and they serve as a mobile base of operations for a series of genetic experiments.
Yep. What kind of genetic experiments?
What kind of genetic experiments?
The cross-pollinization of the human race.
This is true.
Intermingling human DNA with genetic material from EBEs.
Great, I don't believe this. Suddenly I'm Barbara Bain to you and Martin Landau.
And where is Mulder? And then we gotta save after this.
Where's Mulder?
We're not sure, but knowing Mulder, if there's a trail leading to this facility, he's following it. Scully mentioned an unidentified man who was of some concern. Did you manage to determine his identity?
Yeah, Dr. Jonathan Rausch, a Navy surgeon.
You know, where's he stationed?
Eisenhower Field, Alaska.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. He served a stint in Perky, West Virginia?
Yes.
This is bad.
Listen, you have to get there. Mulder may not have much time left. First go to Rauch's house and then on to the secret base.
Okay, how do I get to the base?
Well, Scully said you had a PDA?
Yeah.
Great. I'll email you the GPS coordinates of the base.
There's facts.
What in the world?
The Canadian border guard was found dead this morning from massive unexplained burns, and Mulder's rental car was observed crossing the Canadian border into Alaska. I don't believe this.
Well, that's it then.
No doubt about it. You're gonna have to get there ASAP. I just uploaded the GPS data.
There we go.
Okay, if you want to keep Mulder alive, we gotta get moving. You get to Roush's, you're probably gonna want to take a charter flight. The airline's gonna be too busy. I'll keep everything nailed down here. Detective Juneau's
trust
field
you.
office get you some backup. Think you can scare up a charter flight for this man?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, let's go.
Why is he so involved?
You want a window or an aisle seat?
Well, maybe you should come with me.
I don't think so.
Why not? It's your case, too.
Yeah, Alaska's a little outside my jurisdiction. Besides, I have real detective work to do.
Oh.
You be safe.
I will.
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. And I gotta check my email. So first I'll check my email because I heard that I have mail.
You've got mail.
Preliminary bomb forensics. This is a very professional device, compound called HDW 907, which is extremely powerful blast chemical exclusively used by the U.S. military. It's a super stable compound that starts as two separate catalytic agents. When the two agents are mixed, they will not detonate if the cohesion takes place in the presence of a low amperage direct electrical current. So as long as the baseline voltage is maintained, the mixture remains inert. If the voltage increases, decreases, or stops, the compound instantly becomes super volatile. A heavy footstep from 10 yards away can provide sufficient impetus for detonation. That's weird. Renders any device made with this compound diffuse proof. In the case of the Charno device, a micro-coupled negative presence capacitor was put into the positive lead line going from the timer to the blast mixture. So once the indirect signal, the current stopped via either the timer or the intervention, the capacitor kicked in a large amperage. You know, this is so much technobabble. It's funny. Next Navy SEAL managed to get his hands on some of the stuff. And he has an axe to grind. We could have some serious trouble on our hands. Alright. So I'm going to go back to my PDA to look at the...
You have mail.
The GPS coordinates. There we go. We got the Alaska coordinates. Alright, so I'm going to turn this off for now. I'm going to save. We saving. Okay. Now that we saved. Oh, it didn't save. Let me hit yes. There we go. All right. So now that we're saved, we're going to go ahead and quit for today. I've got to shut down my Windows 95 computer. Top of the line. 14 years ago. Actually, I know 24 years ago. What am I talking about? 14 years ago would have been 2005. Holy cow, Windows 95 is 24 years old. Wait a minute. Hang on. No. Hang on. Do I have calc here? Hang on. Oh, it doesn't have calc yet. Or it does, but I don't. Yeah. It's not installed in this. Oh, well. I'll have to calculate. But seriously, that's crazy. There we go. We shut down Windows and really quick. So Windows 95 is 24 years old. I am 36, or I will be 36 next month, which means I was 12 years old when Windows 95 came out. And just to validate my... Yep, 24. So I was 12 years old when Windows 95 came out. How does that make you feel? Anyway, so here's the deal. We're going to go on a raid. Today, I have found a worthy member of the Cephalopod squad to raid. So today, we are going to raid Mills Money. You were 6, Sedamore? Well, hey, I've got some experience on you, but that's okay. I can't fault you for that. You probably remember Windows 98 and Windows XP most vividly. However, I, sir, remember using DOS as my primary operating system. I remember using Atari as my primary gaming system, aside from DOS, which I used to play all sorts of Sierra games and other games. And this is because I was a young kid whose father decided that he loved technology and wanted to always be on the cutting edge. So I played games like Amy's First Primer, which was an educational game, and Mixed Up Mother Goose, and all sorts of other things. A very weird version of DOS-based Monopoly. So there's a lot of different things that I used to do on DOS. Then I had Windows 3.1, Windows 95, Windows 98. We even did Windows ME. I'm going to pause this for a second. Mute this. We did Windows XP, Windows ME, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and then Windows 8 I kind of skipped over, and then Windows 10. So yeah, went from Windows 7 to Windows 10. So those are the operating systems I have familiarity with. And obviously on the gaming side of things, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Xbox, original Xbox, I mean, and Wii and Wii U. Those are the systems I've had, along with a Game Boy SP. I had a Sega Genesis at one point, but it was long after it was in its prime, and it was actually when I was in my youth or my middle school years. And we also had a Game Gear, which was this giant, heavy, portable device. But yeah, that was all the stuff. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and read this guy here. I love the history of technology, and I love where we're going. I mean, there are AI algorithms that can upscale a game like the one that we're playing, which is awesome. But I digress. We're gonna go ahead and read Mills Money. All right, Mills Money. Probably doesn't know what's coming. So, I want to thank you all for being so dashing and joining me here at the Steamworks. I have to be dashing off because I have to go to work. But we'll see you next time, aka tomorrow, for some more X-Files here at the Steamworks. Until then, take care of yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow. Let's go and do a Steam raid of Mills Money now.